Hello, everyone out there. Hey, everyone. Welcome to our Family Connection for our Wednesday night, April 22nd. I'm going to start something off with a little song time. Join along. Oh, yay. Gigi arrived. Thank you, Ava and Amelia. Our cat got out. Ava and Amelia got out just in time, and now our dogs are barking. Welcome to Minneapolis. Sorry. Ready? This is my how are you song. This is my how do you do song. And I'm so glad we are here. Thank you, Ava, for singing. This is my I miss you song. This is my high five to you song. And I'm so glad where's Boo Boo? We are here. And we know Turd and Bit will come to visit. And I'm so glad we are here. Let's sing it again while we're waiting for everyone. This is my how are you song. This is my how do you do song. And I'm so glad we are here. This is my high five to you song. This is my I miss you song. And I'm so glad we are here. And we know Turd and Bit will come to visit. And I'm so glad we are here. Can we do it one more time? All right. This is my how are you song. This is my how do you do song. And I'm so glad we are here. This is my I miss you song. This is my high five to you song. And I'm so glad we are here. And you know Turd and Bit will come to visit. And I'm so glad we are here. Yes, I am so glad we are here. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Grandma.
I want to take a deep breath. 2 seconds before we started our live stream service, our cat got outside, and Ava and Amelia were scrambling to get him. Then the dogs all started barking, and everything felt like a chaotic moment. So taking a nice breath of air helps me chill out. How is everyone tonight? It's a beautiful Wednesday. Raise of hands or a big howdy do. Who was outside on this beautiful Wednesday? I was. Ava and Amelia were. And I know a lot of us were because it's finally starting to feel like spring on its way to summer, and it's wonderful out. But yes, we did get our cat. Everyone's back in the house where they should be, and it's not the first time nor the last time that our cat Gigi is going to escape. So, yes. Let's start things off with what is outside the window.
Yeah.
It's so nice out that I'm sure there's tons of things to see outside of our windows and outside of your windows. I see Kathy Schumann is here, and my mom Kathy is here. Wendy's here, and I see Genesis is here. Yay! And she was spending some time outside. And Clara is joining us today, and Kayla's here. I think I maybe said that already. But anyway, we have a good group of people starting us off, and I want to know what is outside of your window today. So we are going to take about a few seconds to look outside of our windows and find something interesting that we want to share with everyone. I'm going to sneak out for a minute and look outside my window, and you do the same and report back. All right, ladies, what do we see today? What is outside? Ava, what do you see?
I see a turtle. I see
Ah!
lots of sun.
Amelia, Ava sees lots of sun, and Amelia says she sees a turtle. What?
I do.
That would be cool to see.
I did
So
see it.
Ava reports back that the sun is still up in the sky, and she saw it. Kathy Schumann sees a beautiful blue sky. Kayla sees road. She sees road. Yes. Are there people on the road, or tree shadows on the road, or little things scurrying across the road? Wendy has her trampoline. Genesis says it's sunny, and they see bluebirds. Awesome. Clara says there are 10 trees guarded by a fence, which Gertie tried to jump over, or did jump over yesterday. That's awesome. Let's turn that off because that's a little loud. Nice. Let's see. My dad sees lumber. He's working on that cabin that I was telling you about a few weeks ago. No people on the road. Okay, Wendy. Well, Kayla. Well, if I were them, I would be out on the road right now because it's so nice out. Clouds in the sky from the Lash family. Yeah, I noticed some pretty big, beautiful clouds. We went outside. What did we do right before we got back to the house? What were we doing?
I don't know.
We were on a scooter ride.
Oh, yeah.
So we scooted around Minneapolis a little bit, and we saw some cool clouds, and we saw a lot of people enjoying this weather. So, yes. And you know what else I see? Not Gigi. Can you put him down? Do you remember last week? We have our chickpea in a jar contest. You still have an opportunity to guess how many chickpeas are in this 1 8-ounce jar. Whoever gets closest to the right answer gets a special package in the mail from me. So spend the next few minutes while we're all here together to guess how many chickpeas you think are inside of this jar if you haven't guessed yet. And just send your comment, send your guess over. I see Kayla has a guess. Put the guess in the comments, and whoever gets closest by the end of the night tonight is going to get a cool package from me in the mail. Genesis guesses 200. I'm going to write her guess down right here.
Hey guys, yeah.
All
Actually,
right.
it's going to be a package from all of us.
Some of you guessed last week, and I still have your guesses written down. But if you didn't guess, like Genesis didn't guess last week, she can guess today. So, Wendy, what's your guess? Write your number down, and we'll tabulate it so that everyone by the end of today will find out how many.
120 and
Let's see. I see the
237.
Lashes have 120. Wendy says 237. Some good guesses. Then we
Clara
have
has a different
Kayla
answer.
guessing. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Clara, if you want a different guess, you can go for it. But anyway, send those in. And as we move on to things, this week we are talking about, I don't know if you saw our video earlier, but we're talking about taking screen responsibility very seriously, as well as taking screen breaks. Ava's going to write down your numbers. Claire's right there.
Okay.
So we are going to go over and visit Turt and Bit and the people in their neighborhood to learn a little bit about the importance of taking screen breaks. Okay, let me take that from you.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, I see the Redigers have joined us. Yay! I have David's vote unless he wants to switch it. Okay. We are going to move over to Turt and Bit. Are we all ready over there?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Turt and Bit are up to. Here we go. Okay. I wonder where Turt and Billy went. Turt said he wanted to show Billy a great new show that he discovered on Flixnet. Maybe they're at Turt's house watching TV. I'm going to go check. Turt! Billy! Turt! Billy, are you guys here? Hello? Billy, is that you? Turt, is that you? Oh my goodness, you guys look a little bit weird. What is the matter with you two? Billy loved the Flixnet show that I discovered. I liked it so much. We're on episode 103. Oh no, you guys look like you have screen eyes. What is screen eyes? You've been watching screens for too long and your eyes are all crazy looking. I think you need to take a screen break. Break? What? Why? I don't want to take a break. You can't make me stop watching TV, Bit. I don't want to. Yeah, leave us be. Let us watch screens. Come on, don't be mean. Whoa. You two definitely do need a break. You are acting cranky and sleepy and angry and bored and kind of rude. Oh, what's happened? What's going on? Whoa. Wait, hi, Bit. When did you get here? We were just watching this funny Flixnet show about two best friends who are going on a fun nature adventure. I think you'd really like it. It was super, super fun. Yeah, it reminded me of when we used to have our fun nature adventures that we would go on outside. That show you were watching sounds very inspiring. You two should actually go on more adventures outside together and not just, sit in front of the TV screen all day. Well, hey, Bit. Hey, Bit. Oh, that's a fantastic idea. Oh, I love it. That does sound super fun, Bit. But hey, why didn't we think of that? Well, I think you two kind of fell into a screen trap. What trap? The screen trap. You guys got so into your new show and you watched so many episodes of it, you kind of turned into screen zombies. Ugh. Yeah, I did feel kind of, spaced out today, like kind of spaced out. Yeah, me too. And I also felt a little bit grumpy. Well, let's take a screen break, you guys. We'll breathe in the fresh air outside, and we'll find our own outside adventure. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I love that idea. Yeah, let's go do that right now. All right, let's do it. All right. I see that Billy the monkey and Turt the turtle, we're having some screen issues. Now, I've had my fair share of days where all I've wanted to do is sit and watch TV. Have you girls ever had your fair share of sitting in front of the TV screen?
Yep.
And after a while, how does it feel? For me, I get kind of glassy-eyed and I get tired.
I feel awesome.
Do you? Well, you are an amazing screen girl then. But usually my attitude is not that great. I get a little grumpy. I lose any interest in doing other things, and overall I don't feel that great. So I think Turt and Billy were realizing that although screens are fun and they are important in our lives, we also need to take breaks from them at times, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So yeah, I think that's what they wanted to tell us today. Thank you, Bit. And Billy, it's good to have Billy here, right? It's the first time we've had him join us. And Turt. So you guys can go take a break. We are going to move on to our next, Flixnet. Thank you. That was a great inspiration. Let's put our puppets down, or our little guys, and we're going to dive into our Bibles next. Now, this is a verse that is popular, and it was actually written into a form of music by a band, I think back in the 60s, 70s, something like that. But we are going to be back in the Old Testament, in the book of, it's a really hard, long word to say, Ecclesiastes. It starts with the letter E, and I was curious how many books in the New Testament start with the letter E. E for Ava. So maybe you could look in the contents here and tell me how many Old Testament books start with the letter E. One. Two. Three.
4, 5.
4.
I got my
5.
first dinosaur.
I think we have,
5.
there are 5 books in the Old Testament that start with the letter E.
Mm-hmm.
And Ecclesiastes is in there between Proverbs and the Song of Songs, Song of Solomon. Basically, it's in the middle of the Old Testament. So I'm going to give you some time to look it up in your contents and find it. And turn to Ecclesiastes. I have mine bookmarked here. So we're looking at Ecclesiastes, and then we are in chapter 3 at the beginning, verse 1 through verse 8. And I will read it to you. And if y'all want after this, you can find this song that someone used that a lot of times, if you aren't aware of it, musicians use a lot of Bible verses in their music. And there is a song that has this Bible verse in it. So in chapter 3 of Ecclesiastes, it says, a time for everything. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. There's a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to uproot. There is a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down, and a time to build up. There is a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and be sad, and a time to dance. There's a time to scatter stones, and then there's a time to gather them up, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain. There's a time to search, and there's a time to give up. There's a time to keep, and there's a time to give up
Hey, put them in the shopping
and throw
cart.
away. There's a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak. There's a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. Now, what is the reoccurring phrase you hear in these verses? There is a time for everything. So, just as there is a time to enjoy screen time and watch movies together and watch shows, there's also a time to take a break and find other things to do. There's a time to be with other people, and there's also a time to take a break and be by yourself. There's a time to open up your books and read, and there's a time to go outside and breathe fresh air. These verses in Ecclesiastes are saying that we have opportunity and time to do all of these things. It's never just one thing. Just like it's never just going to be always watching TV. Because that would be tough. We would get tired of it and sick of it. We would start getting ornery and agitated. And we need time to find other things that make us happy, other things that make us creative, other things that bring out joy in our lives. Because screens are great, but they don't bring out joy all the time. Going outside, running around, playing kickball, learning to skateboard, being on your bikes, crocheting, sewing, painting, coloring. There's so many things that we are made to do that we are good at. And so screen breaks are a great opportunity to enjoy that, right? Yeah. So I really love these verses in Ecclesiastes because they're just saying we have a time for all of that. Quinn says that was a good lesson for us. Thank you, Quinn. It's so good to have you here with us. And you are so fun and creative, and so is your sister Amelia. And I loved when we had our times together and I could see all the wonderful things you created. And I know you're creating wonderful things right now. And I can't wait to get back together someday and hearing everything that you've done while we've been apart. Mm-hmm. So, since Turt and Bit, we're talking about screen breaks, and we learned that there is a time for everything. Along with being responsible about what we watch and how much we watch, it's also fun to challenge ourselves to have screen break days. Da 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 da. And we have our, I'm gonna put Boo Boo in my seat. We have our shopping cart of fun. Yes, you are. We have our shopping cart of fun that's going to help you kids and your families kind of outline a screen-free day. Now, to go into a screen-free day, please hold on a minute. I have some specific things I want to highlight. There are some very specific things that you can get ready to make it a great screen-free day. Because if you all plan, if you plan to say, let's do screen-free, but then don't have anything prepared, there's going to be a lot of like sitting around and like picking at your nose and being like, I don't know what to do. No screens. What do we do? So the first important thing is to sit down as a family and decide what day are you going to be doing your screen-free break. Can you hold on a minute? Pick a day when mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts and uncles don't need to be on their screens. So that's usually a weekend because we're all still working from home. So pick a day where you know that mom and dad don't have to be working because we also want mom and dad to be on the screen break, right? It's not fair for me to be checking Instagram and then telling Ava she can't play Zelda. That's just not fair.
Hey.
Anyway, so pick a good day to go screen break, screen free. Next, figure out how you want to fill your day up, right? That's an important thing, to figure out all the fun activities that you can do.
I'm going to get him out.
You going to get them out for me, Amelia? All right, so the biggest thing that we can do is go outside. Now we have this little fake bonfire to represent having a bonfire together, or being outside in your yard, cleaning up, yard work, gathering all the leaves together and burning them and getting your yard ready for springtime. So that's something you can put on your list.
Hey, I need to do it.
Another fun thing that you can do while you are outside is play together.
Hey, Mom, tell me when we're going to get there.
Okay. We can do lots of fun games together as a family outside or inside if you have enough room. But baseball, soccer, football, basketball, skateboards, bikes, rollerblades, all sorts of fun things that you can plan for when you're going to be screen break free. Or screen free, I mean. All right, Amelia? Now, although we are in a shelter in place and we're not going out to museums or parks as much as we could, we can take a fun, what is this? Car ride. Get in the car as a family, and you guys can go driving around wherever you are and see some nature views or see some city views and see some areas that you haven't been to. I know really close to our farm is the largest ball of twine made by one man. And if you really feel like taking a nice hour-and-a-half drive, you could see that. And it's pretty spectacularly big.
Huge.
It is huge.
Tell me.
That's what you could do with your car.
Tell me what. Tell me when.
All right.
Hey, I need to get.
All right, Amelia. As we are outside enjoying our drive, as well as taking our nature walks, we can also find some beautiful things in nature that we can collect. Hold on, Amelia, we're going to be moving on quick. And last but not least is when we've all settled down, we've had our outing together, we've had a good time, it is a perfect opportunity to get together as a family and look at some books together.
Don't show
Now-
titles.
Well, I think we'll be all right. Now, some of these books can be puzzles or you find it's or stuff that you can do as a group. Some of them can be learning books, something that you're interested in finding out more about. And some of them can just be good old fiction, novels. They can be short or long, and you can get them started. And then you can keep going every evening if you want to as a family. But these ideas kind of help make our screen-free day a little bit smoother so that we're not just sitting around looking at each other saying, I'm bored. Yes, Inkheart is a great series. I'm
Harry
glad
Potter's
Kayla has
better.
read it.
Harry Potter's better.
They're two different wonderful books. So,
Okay.
now for all of you who did see our Monday video drawing prompt, I have a few things to showcase. So we have our drawing prompt for this week was to draw a picture of your favorite movie or show and draw a picture of your favorite thing to do outside. Now in the video, this was the picture I put up. This is my favorite movie.
She can't say the title.
Well, I don't know. I don't want YouTube to take me down, so I'm not saying things, but that little guy's name was Totoro. Google that and you could find the name of it. My favorite thing to do outside, one of my favorite things, is to climb trees. I've always loved climbing trees.
Thanks, Kayla.
Amelia's favorite show is a show on YouTube. It's called Cookie Swirl C. And she is a fun YouTuber with some great little stories that she makes up. And one of Amelia's favorite things to do is jump on the trampoline. Now, Ava has really gotten into this show on not Flixnet, but on Netflix. And it's called Space Jungle. And it's about these little alien dudes that land on Earth, and they're small, and they're having to navigate life as a small alien. And just like Amelia, her favorite thing to do is to jump on the big old trampoline. Oh, Genesis loves Cookie Swirl C too. She is a fun, energetic YouTuber. Now, Clara, she sent in her pictures. I want to encourage all of you to join in our drawing prompts as much as you can, because I love showcasing all of your artwork. Clara's favorite outdoor activity is jumping on the trampoline. It's a great picture. I wish there wasn't. There is not a glare. All right. And then her favorite movie here, she's got all the main characters, is the Star Wars movie franchise. She did such a great job. Thank you, Clara, for sending those in. Wonderful artistic people that we have at part of all of this. I love it. So now that we've been kind of sitting and hanging out together for a little bit, let's do our Get Up and Move song. All right. So get up out of your chairs, and we're going to do some moving and shaking. Ready? Amelia, you going to join us? Maybe. Well, let's see. Ready? It's time to get up out of your chair. Time to move your body. Move things. Bring your arms up into the air. Move them like you just don't care. Then we'll bend down low and touch our toes. Come on, everybody. Come on and move your body. Now we'll hop like we are a frog. Hippity, hippity, hop. Join us, Amelia. Now we'll march like we are in a parade.
Gigi.
Then we'll spin in a circle. Now come on, everybody. Come on and move your body. Time to get up out of our chairs. Time to move our body. Amelia. Put your arms up into the air. Then we'll bend down low and touch our toes. Come on, everybody. Come on and move your body. Next we'll do some frog hops. Hippity, 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 hippity hop. Then we'll march like we are in a parade. Then we'll do a circle, twist our body. Now our cat's in the way. Thank you, Gigi. Woo. Now we're going to move into our God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. He made the mountains, he made the rivers. The stars are his handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. Again, my God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. He made the mountains, he made the rivers. The stars are his handiwork too. My God is so big, So strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do for you. Awesome.
It's not Gigi, it's G-I-G-I.
Yeah.
Gigi. You know what I'm saying?
G-I-G-I is our Gigi cat, who also wanted to be involved in getting up and moving, I guess. Thank you, Genesis, for enjoying the guitar playing. I've been enjoying getting to know the electric guitar, which is something new to me. All right, now that we got up and moved a little bit, and before we call things a day, I'm calling out all the moms, grandmas, aunts, lady friends, FBC moms, Sunday school teachers. So, Member Care and I have kind of joined together on this idea of hosting a Women's Connection Zoom get-together. Since we can't all be in person, we thought it'd be fun to get all the ladies to have a Zoom conference together. Ladies. We want to welcome all our FPC women to join us for an online gathering next Thursday, April 30th at 7 p.m. And we'll be sending out an email invitation to all of you to join in on this meeting and just visit and catch up and see how we're all doing during this time of social distancing. So,
No boys.
ladies, moms, grandmas, aunts, all of you out there, keep an eye in your inbox for more details about this event. It'll be a lot of fun, and it'll be super awesome to see everyone. And now I'm going to reveal the winner of our chickpea competition. Drum roll. Wendy, you guessed closest to the amount of chickpeas that are in the jar. Wendy Ritter, you are the winner. Now, I'm sure all of you are wondering how many chickpeas are in this jar. Do we all want to guess? Do we all want to know? Yes, yes, yes. Anticipation building? For such a small jar, I was surprised to find out that I could fit 314 chickpeas in a little 8-ounce mason jar. And Wendy guessed 237. That was very close. Very good job. Nice job, Wendy. Congratulations. Look in your mailbox in the next week for a fun little congratulatory gift. And I had so much fun with that I'm planning on doing other fun things like that where you can guess what's in the jar, or I don't know. We'll have to come up with some other fun guessing games like that.
Mom, can I please
Good
send
job,
you
Wendy.
with
Well
the
done.
package?
Yes, you can. And with that, I've had a really enjoyable time with you all for our Wednesday night get-together. Kids, before we sign off, I want you to know that I am scheduling a Zoom video conference for all of us tomorrow at 6:30. So tell your parents, nag them to check their email for the invitation to be a part of our Zoom conference call for tomorrow at 6:30. And bring something that you want to show and tell and make it be the color green. Find something green that you want to show and tell for tomorrow during our Zoom time. Sound good? Put your thinking caps on. All right? Okay, and with that, I'm going to say a prayer, and I'm going to send you all love, and we're going to finish with our ending song. Before that, we'll do a quick word of prayer. Dear Lord, I thank you so much that we have this chance to be together, even if it is online. Thank you so much for everyone that could be here with us today. I pray that we are all staying safe and healthy and enjoying being outside in the wonderful world that you created that we can still appreciate so much. Help us to be mindful of what we are watching and the activities that we are doing, and help us to be connected with our friends and families. Even though we can't be together, we can still connect in so many other different ways. I pray that we will move into the rest of our week excited about the changing springtime and the different times that we can be together, even if it is online. And all God's children said, Amen. I miss you all so much. And with that, I want to sing our sending song. It's a song my sister wrote, and it's called With You. And I think it's kind of perfect for today, especially because of the clouds that we saw in the sky today. It's wonderful having you all together. The clouds are in the sky, but they are not as high as I am. The frogs, they hop and hop, and they never stop like me. I think of all the things I've done and all the things to do. It's so good to be alive. It's so good to be alive with you. Let's sing it again. The clouds are in the sky, but they are not as high as I am. The frogs, they hop and hop, and they never stop like me. I think of all the things I've done and all the things to do. It's so good to be alive. It's so good to be alive with you. All right, I miss you all so very much, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow during our Zoom conference call. But until then, peace to you all. I love you. I miss you. And we will all be seeing each other very soon. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Peace.